Namaskar. So, as we are discussing about various topics about motherhood and their concerns, today actually, honestly, I was not willing to do this discussion on my own because I was, thinking, as we had discussed. I was thinking about adding expertise to our discussions like pediatrician, nutritionist, gynecologist, or psychiatrist or psychologist. So as I was approaching or contacting some of them, the situation is so severe that at least they have themselves have got infected with COVID, or their relatives have infected with COVID. So in these serious situations, when everything is such a chaos outside, you sometimes may feel sad or disheartened because of all these things. But determination is doing right things irrespective of your will, like you want to do it or you do not want to do it, but you have to do it because to go forward in your work. So right now you all have myself doing all these things and our books, the greatest treasure we have. So we will start our discussion about this topic, how to lose your weight. So for this I also tried to lose weight because not after delivery, because breastfeeding done that job pretty well for me. After delivery and after 6 months of breastfeeding, I was like pretty got to normal shape as I was before pregnancy. For many of the mothers this happens almost like after breastfeeding. Every mothers get pretty back to their normal size shape because of breastfeeding burns your calories a lot. And still for many mothers, if it is not possible to breastfeed their children due to various reasons, they may get worried of their weight because pregnancy makes gain weight a lot. And there is also this puffiness or edema all around your body or your face, which makes you like nose is puffy and this cheeks are chubby. So everything like this, you feel dysmorphed after pregnancy. But after delivery, I was back to pretty much similar to as I was before. The worst thing I had done to myself in first trimester is eating those bakery products, that is toast, because otherwise before pregnancy I was very health conscious, and I never rarely I used to have this bread and all. But during pregnancy in first trimester, in first trimester, to combat that morning sickness, the nauseating feeling, I used to run to kitchen and have a full glass of milk and 4 to 5 toast. So that made me gain weight pretty faster. And actually ideally in first trimester it should be 1 kg, in second and third it should be 5 kg, but in first trimester itself I gained around 4 to 5 kg because of this toast habit of eating toast in the early morning. So that was the worst thing I had done to myself. So I will never do that, because though being a doctor myself, I was unaware of these things. So I started reading books about the nutrition, because just being a doctor is not enough, because there are expertise now or faculties for many things. So why not follow a nutritionist who can tell us what to eat and what is the right amount of food you need in that specific period. So I started with after pregnancy, of course. Before pregnancy I was after delivery. Before delivery I was not aware of this book, and so I lost that. But after delivery I had started reading this book, Rutuja Divikar's Don't Lose Your Mind But Lose Your Weight. It's pretty helpful book, and it focuses about Rutuja Divikar focuses on balanced nutrition and not calorie measuring calories and having count every thing. She likes to have a balance and ground to earth, which the normal food which we are having, but she advises the it in a schedule format. So she had discussed many persons schedule, like if you are in corporate section, like if you are in airline section where they have to be on flights frequently. So she discusses about various persons schedules according to their careers. So it makes us easy to follow, at least get average of those, and follow ourselves to make our own routine. So if you can have the gym training and aerobic classes, it's good. But if you do not have, then go with this book. And first thing you should have to start losing weight is weighing machine. That weighing machine helps us to know what actual weight we should have, and then we can plan our weight loss, like 1 kg in 1 month, 2 kg in 1 month. So accordingly, if you have much to lose, then I will advise that you should be stay calm, and slowly it will happen. The rapid loss of weight is very dangerous to your health. So always go slowly while reducing your weight, and maintain your healthy structure. So because losing weight doesn't mean that you should lose muscle mass too. Losing weight is losing your fat mass and regaining your muscle mass. So you should have, that's why all those saying 80% nutrition, 20% workouts, or more protein and less carbohydrate. So this is the thing, you have to be aware what you are doing, because if you are doing high intensity workout just after pregnancy, that will do more damage to your health, because it will wear and tear your muscles. So ideally, every gynecologist will suggest that whatever your activities you are going to start, it should be after 6 months. Either you have a normal delivery or cesarean section. So after 6 months you should start aiming about your weight loss. And after weighing your weight on a machine, then decide measure your height in centimeters and make minus 100 to it, and it should be in that limit. Your weight should be in that limit, like 165 is your height, then minus 100 is 65. So 65 should be maximum of your weight, like 62 to 65 is good for your health. So after doing this measurement and after going through all this book and schedules, you should follow it. And what keeps you motivated is reading these books. It will make you aware of and it will make you always alert of what you are eating, and it should not give stress to you while eating, because for that, if you are getting stressed while having food, then you should read this book, that is Thich Nhat Hanh's How to Eat. And in his book he describes many things, and he makes aware of the food, like what is the purpose of having food is having food for your body, it's nourishment to your body. So while reading this book, I got double benefit, that is while having food, I was thinking of nourishment of both body and mind. So for mindfulness, read this book, and for get that physical thing, like physical knowing of everything is this Rutuja Divikar's this book and this book, that is Pregnancy Notes. I had advised this book in my previous video also. And if you are thinking I have already delivered a baby and what's the use, but you can see it's before, during and after. So you must go through this book. She had advice in this book about the morning sickness, and the most accompanied portion of the whole pregnancy is acidity. Many of the females face through this acidity thing during pregnancy. So you can go through this book, and you can get to know many homemade remedies and many options she gives. So you can do at least one of them, and I hope at least one of them get benefited by these various options she gave for acidity and morning sickness. So after this book, I will like to go through this book because he has many points. But I will read some of them. Breathing comes first. The first thing to do when you sit down with your bowl of food is to stop the thinking and be aware of your breathing. Breathe in such a way that you are nourished. You are nourished by your breathing, and you nourish other people with your practice of breathing. We nourish one another. Nothing comes from nothing. With just a little bit of mindfulness, you can truly see where your bread comes from. It has not come from nothing. Bread comes from the whole wheat fields, from hard work, and from the baker, the supplier, and the seller. But the bread is more than that. The wheat field needs clouds and sunshine. So in this slice of bread, there is sunshine, there is cloud, there is labor of the farmer, the joy of having flour, and the skill of the baker, and then miraculously, there is the bread. The whole cosmos has come together so that this piece of bread can be in your hand. You don't need to do a lot of hard work to get this insight. You only need to stop letting your mind carry you away with worrying and thinking and planning. So many times we eat and we think of many things. We are not aware of what we are eating, and most of times nowadays we are so much accompanied by gadgets. So most of the people I see, they use mobile TV while having their food. So he very much dislike having these gadgets. He always this author always advises not to have TV or radios on during your food. Your body belongs to the earth. In the modern life, people tend to think their bodies belong to them, that they can do anything they want to themselves. But your body is not only yours. Your body belongs to your ancestors, your parents, and future generations. It also belongs to the society and to all the other living beings. The trees, the clouds, the soil, and every living thing brought about the presence of your body. We can eat with care, knowing we are caretakers of our bodies rather than their owners. Eating without thinking. When we eat, we usually think. We can enjoy our eating a lot more if we practice not thinking when we eat. We can just be aware of the food. Sometimes we eat and we are not aware that we are eating. Our mind isn't there. When our mind isn't present, we look but we don't see. We listen but we don't hear. We eat but we don't know the flavor of the food. This is a state of forgetfulness, the lack of mindfulness. To be truly present, we have to stop our thinking. This is the secret of success. So many such gems he describes about in this book, and there is also this compilation of book at the end of this book. So we will discuss about this in next videos too. But at the end of this video, I will like to read this paragraph. Chew your food, not your worries. Sometimes we eat but we aren't thinking of our food. We are thinking of the past or the future, or mulling over some worry or anxiety again and again. So stop thinking about your business, about the office, or about anything that isn't happening right now. Don't chew your worries, your fear, or your anger. If you chew your planning and your anxiety, it's difficult to feel grateful for each piece of food. Just chew your food. So he advises us to be grateful for all the beings who have made this food on our plate, and that gratefulness will definitely makes us conscious about our everything, like eating, listening, or everything. We will get aware of that, and we will become mindful for everything happening to us. So mindfulness is the key, and to start reading these books, start gaining knowledge, and do appropriate things. Even if you want to lose your weight, do not go for the many courses are there, those courses which are attracting you because just celebrities following that, or just because there is rapid loss of weight in like few days. This is not going to help you in long term, because it's your health that matters than your weight. You for losing a large amount of weight, like 7 to 10 kgs, you have to be motivated, and you have to keep your motivated. Like you are doing exercise today, and you are going to it's not going to happen that you are doing exercise today and tomorrow itself you will lose some amount of weight. It's not going to happen. It's slow process. Slow and steady win the race. That's the key, and we will surely do more discussions about this in next videos. And thank you.